Hello Pond Life, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Megaquarium. I've got this game slightly ahead of schedule in order to give you a bit of a preview about what's going on in the game itself. So I'm on the third kind of introductory level, and I've been given the run of the land by a private collector who wants me to build something amazing. Well, okay, amazing. We'll work on. The reason I skipped over the first couple of levels is purely because it was largely just unlocking kind of fundamentals. So stick around and we'll do something exciting. Right, now we're starting off with this centerpiece. You can see the objectives that I've got going on there. Every time you complete a series of objectives, you get a big chunk of extra cash. The aquarium's not actually open yet, but what we want to do is kind of, I don't know, fill out this basic one. So let's have a look at the fish selection that we've got here. Now we need 6 different critters in this one. I'd quite like to start out with a couple of hermit crabs in the bottom. Because they're actually beneficial. They help to keep the water quality up. So I'm going to sling a couple of them in. Now this means that I just have to avoid. There you go. Yeah, blink and you'll miss them. I have to avoid anything that likes to eat crustaceans, given that crabs are a crustacean. Very good. Well done. Excellent knowledge. All right, that's one. What else? I mean, I might just keep this one basic and stick regular stuff in there. Let's stick some these chromists. They need at least 4 of them. They like to hang out in a posse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, good. That's 2 species in there, keeping them happy. Yeah, I think we will. We'll go with the simples for this one. Let's bang in a couple of these. Alright, that's 3. I mean, he hasn't set me the biggest challenge as this initial objective, but the challenges do become... It becomes more about the equipment than the tanks themselves as time goes on. Right, now, we could put these chaps, they eat clams, corals, and gorgonians. Ooh, lorks. These eat clams, coral, gorgonians. Well, we like the angelfish, so we'll have an angelfish in there. Now they can get quite a bit bigger over time. I'll also stick in this one. Where are you, my friend? Don't tell me I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, there's a very nice yellow fish that I quite like the looks of. Never mind. We won't put the moray eel in there. That's a little bit too exciting. Shoaler. We need some reef squirrel fish in here, I reckon. And can't be light. That's fine. I'll put some caves in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we just need one more to make this one exciting. Ooh, I don't know. What do we like the looks of? Let's just bung in some of these chaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Right, now that's actually quite a full tank. That I don't think I've put anything with quite such extraordinary levels of fish action in a tank previously. Right, let's bang a rocky overhang in here. That will make the those that like the darkness feel a little bit more. Hold on, we're possibly a little too zoomed in. No, let's kill off that, and then we'll want some kelp to keep the kelp eaters chipper. And anything else we want to stick in there? Tropical beach paint. I don't think so. Let's stick a barrel in it as well. There you go, give them that to swim around. Right, so we need green food, we need orange food. That's easy enough. So we've got my a pair of combined filters going on there to keep the place warm and clean, theoretically. But we're going to need green and orange to keep them all fed. There we are, there's an orange. And is a... No, that's... You say orange, but that's green, isn't it? Yes, yes, it really is. There we go. Right, so that should be that tank taken care of. Now, the water quality isn't brilliant, which is a bit disappointing. Maybe these combo filters aren't going to be the way to go. I mean, obviously, I've got sufficient quality in there, but it could be better. We'll leave it and see where we get on. Right, let's hire a couple of chaps to keep things under control to start with. I'm also going to stick a tool station in there so that they can fix these when they break down, as they inevitably will. Right, okay, good. Sufficient water quality, apparently not. Sufficient heating, apparently not. But that will usually resolve itself when I unpause. We'll see. Yeah, you see it's reducing. Remove some animals or add more filtering. Well, I could take out one of these little fellas here. Where are we? Take out a demoiselle. I haven't got anything else to put it in at the moment, so we'll put it in something in a moment. Right, now then, let's expand our area of influence to get some more tankage in. Now, I haven't got a massive amount of money. What's this going to cost? Oh, there we go, it's down the bottom. 720. What the reason I'm pausing over this is because I'm trying to future-proof where I move things to. So let's do that, and then we can stick a walled tank in there, which I can move around later on. So give me the wall tank here. In fact, we'll go for 2 wall tanks. Right, you go back that way, and then you go back that way. We'll stick a staff door in the middle, because if you don't, then your backstage area ends up infested with flipping day trippers, which is not helpful to anyone at all. Right, power combi, 1 each. There you go. You have that one. You have that one. Nice, because these are only little tanks, so that shouldn't cause us too much trouble at all. Right, I'm going to stick a moray eel. In fact, we'll stick a pair of them in that one. Now, they like to eat mussels, which live under the feeding doodah. There we go. Stick that in about there. Obviously, if I place that the other way, in fact, I'm going to. There you are. Give me this. Give me that. Rotate the sucker. Bang it on there. There we are. That's got slightly easier access going on now. You do have pumps as an alternative means of supplying heat and filtration and what have you. And I'll show you those off in a little while. But firstly, I want to get everybody here kind of up to speed. Sling that in there. Let's give them I don't know, let's give them some eel grass, given that they are eels and they like a bit of grass. They are beautiful. And then for my final exhibit, what do we need? I need some more green points. So the green points typically will earn you research into new fish, whereas the science will earn you new equipment. And I don't know, what haven't we done yet? We haven't done this red-tailed butterfly. It's a green pellet job. No, not too bad on the old filtration quality that it's needed. Size of 5. Okay, this is all good. Right, bang in. Let's have 3 of those in there. Let's have 4 of those in there. Yeah, that makes it exciting. Good. I've now got plenty of greenery, plenty of blue. So I've achieved that. They're going to want a little bit of something to swim around in, I don't doubt. Let's bang some of that in there. Keep it interesting for them. Bit of a varied landscape, you know how it is. Groovy. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. The only thing that there's a question mark over is the main tank. Let's get the area open. Ah, no, I haven't got water quality and heating, and I'm almost out of cash. Well, this would be a bit of a disaster. I was somewhat confident that this was going to be a bit of a breeze. Right, what's the temperature in here? 80 of 72, that's fine, but the water quality is a little too low. And as you can see, I've got no space adjacent to the tank to make that happen. Oh, I could I'll stick a temporary one just next to the glass here. 64 of 70. Ooh, we're going to need a big one. Power filter. Go on. 68 of 70. Oh, for crying out loud. I ain't got the money for this. Right, now, when I can afford a pump, I'm going to go get one. That should do the trick. Open the aquarium. So that's giving me 2.5 Gs to get me going. The collector wants to explore the world of corals with your help. Next objective is to unlock the disco mushroom. And add one to your aquarium. No problem. You should expand your aquarium, increase your ecology and science and so on, and profits and things and everything else. No sweat, dude. I got this. Don't you even fret about it. So here's the next selection of fish one can research. Well, let's get the disco mushrooms going. What's special about them? All right, soft coral. It eats zooplankton. Fine. It needs light. Okay. Probably needs a fair amount of temperature. It does do the science though. Maybe I could just do a standalone disco mushroom case. But there we go. Right, we're rolling. Let's up the tempo a little bit. See how we get on. So every time they protein skimmer, what does that do? It skims protein, dude. Provides additional filtering and is useful for maintaining higher quality quantities in small tanks. Alright, whatever. Alright, magic. We are in business. The water quality in this tank here is not great. Maybe if I stick a little... hold on, what do these do, deeds? Red tail butterfly chaps. Red tails. Are you... you're dangerous to clams. Okay, Mr. Crab. I'm trusting in you to clean up this tank a little bit. If you'd be so kind. I'm going to need a couple more of you by the looks of it. I'm not going to get a couple more of you though. I'm going to need another filter. Go on, there you go. Keep the tank clean. And the cleanliness of the tank is largely as a result of the number of fish you've got in there. More fish equals more filth. Stick a bench in so people can sit and just admire the wall. Well, if they need to take a load off, then so be it. They can do that, and we'll stick them a vending machine in here. A vending machine in here. There you go. Oh, hang on. What I haven't done is I haven't put a feeding bucket in this one. There you go. One feeding bucket. I try and put them all over the place. They don't have a running cost beyond setup, so it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. I've always found. There you go. And this means that it needs a bit of a repair. So there you go. Captain Spanners here is on the case. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. Everything needs feeding. Apparently, no, that needs Captain Spanners. It's all good. We've got this. Everything is peachy. So as they come in, the guests, that is, they will observe the many splendid aquatic attractions that I have to throw at them, and that will earn me these star points here, which is towards my next level up. You level up, you get more cheese. It will earn you points towards research and equipment research. And what have we got in here? Yeah, so this is telling me my eels have grown, because some fish types get larger over time, and I still haven't got the water quality right over here. Disco shroomage. Okay, right, good. And basically avoid anything that will eat them, I imagine. No, choose now. Okay, pick the next research. We will go with... Let's go for the panther grouper. We'll figure out exactly what that needs once we've got it done. Anyway, there's my eels. Having a happy frolic, chasing each other around the side of the rock. Beautiful work. Loving it. Right, let's stick another... No, wrong button. That one. Let's stick another filter on there just to keep them happy. Now, the downside to that, of course, is that it means that I'm going to need to maintain that stuff a little bit more often. But happy fish make for a happy fish tank. Good. Okay. Well, that's all running. Oh, we need a bin. Because you can't have a bench without a bin. That's kind of a fundamental. There you go. Sling that on there. And then we're also going to need some some sweeping equipment in case any of the scruffy herberts that come and visit my establishment decide that they're too good to use a bin. And I'll tell you what else, let's hire another member of staff while we're at it, just to keep things going. Now you can zone the area that the staff work in. It's actually pretty simple to do, but at the moment I have them all free roaming, just so that so that no fish goes unfed. Right, okay, so we need well, we don't need, but we're going to try and build a disco skimmer environment. Now I think if I corridor up this section, let's buy this lot. Hold on. Hold on. Otherwise you're going to get... Let's pause. There you go. Then buy it. Because if you don't pause, what happens is you get all of your your customers go traipsing around the nice bit of new property you've built yourself. Fortunately, walls are cheap. There you go. Build that. See? Nice and cheap. That'll keep them out of there while I develop something splendid. Keep rocking. Now then, what should we do in here? We could go for another lagoon tank. So what I'm thinking is we L-shape out round this corner. I do like a lagoon tank. And this will give me an opportunity to show you the pump, actually. What's going on there? The bench is not fully accessible from every side. That's okay. Right, let's wait for it. How's that look? Oh, it looks flipping enormous is how that looks. Do we want to make it super enormous? Yeah, there we go. That's the biggest lagoon I can currently build. And obviously no one can get to it at the moment. But I like to keep the money rolling in while I develop new features. Right, you run down there. So, we'll leave that side open. Now, I'm going to need a pump facility for this. So that means moving some of this gubbins around. Right, that's the grouper unlocked. And I think this is going to be the home base for the grouper. Right, stick me my toolbox there. And we've got a protein skimmer. Good job. Large filter, yes please. That will help keep the muck isolated from this this environment. Right, and we'll stick... I mean, it's a bit out of the way, I suppose. We'll just stick it over there. Move that over here. There we go. Now then, right, pump time. So, we've got a basic pump. Now, the basic pump can only service one tank. It has a range of 7. If I pull it out over here, as you can see, it can service any one tank that is within range of its sphere of influence. And you can equip up to 4 items that attach to the side of the pump, therefore preventing you from having to stick it right next to the tank itself. High skimming power, achieve a higher water quality. Alright, I'm going for that. Alright, what are we up to? That's 36 water quality. I don't know if that's actually helping me on the filtration side of things. But let's stick a normal filter on there as well. That's only 36. And then it's going to need a heater, so we'll stick a good... Hold on. What do you provide? 40 and 40? Okay, we'll run that. Stick that in there as well. So, what do we got? The temperature looked a bit low. Yeah, 40 of 88. So we do need a little bit more fire under the side of the thing. Now, I'm researching the... and it's even then it's still not warm enough. Oh dear. Alright, well, I'm researching the power filter at the moment, which is possibly the wrong order to do things in. But I've got cash coming in, so there's no rush being imposed on me currently to get this done quickly. But everything else is kind of ticking along. We've got enough research coming in to keep us chipper. Now then, you need lighting. We're going to put stuff that likes a bit of extra light in this one. Put the oblique lined dotty back into the collection, if you'd be so kind. And basic light. Now, I haven't used lighting before, so I'm at a bit of a loss as to where to plug this in. Can we just stick it in the middle of the tank? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. So you do that, and it lights the tank. Splendid. Alright, good. Now then, still need a bit more heat in there, and I'm going to have to wait until the secondary, and I've blocked... Oh, knickers. Alright, let's rotate you. That's it. Get you out of the way, otherwise no one can get in to repair the rest of the kit. It's a bit of an oversight. Right, okay, good. Yeah. What's the problem? Alright, well, let's move the bin. If the bin is causing dismay to the bench users, then we'll do that. Why are you still unhappy? Alright, let's move you over there. Quit your griping. That was easy enough. Right, okay, good. So, we've got light, we've got some heat, not enough, we've got filtration, but we haven't got enough heat. Because it's a flipping enormous tank. And that's me being foolish there. Let's just bang a cheeky heater next to it for the moment. Like that. There you go, that's warm enough. And then, let's fill it full of exciting critters. Right, okay, what do we got? The grouper. Now then, you eat mussels, fine. You like a pretty standard temperature. It's got growth time. It will grow to size 14 after 4 days. Wow, that's a biggie. It likes caves. Oh, well, this one's got light. Well, where was the one that actually wanted light? Thank you for the large filter. Give me the large heater. Large, the suckers that wanted some extra... Oh, here we go. Needs light. Disco mushrooms. Right, yeah. Yeah. And that. Some of this. Honestly, don't know if I'm overstuffing this or what. No, let's coral the heck out of it. And what's the worst that could happen? We might need to leave a bit of space just in case we need additional furnishings. Right, next trick is we want something that that doesn't consume coral. Right, hold on, new fish. The oblique line dottyback has a care requirement you haven't seen before. Oh no. Unlike, they dislike congeners, which means they can't stand being around other members of their genus. Oh. Alright, can't be kept with grammars, antheas, or dottybacks. Alright, miserable gits. How do you feel about coral? Because I'll plumb you in here if you like. What do you got? You like some rocks? You're a bully, okay. Everything else looks alright. Alright, we'll stick you in here. Alright, all that coral isn't actually using up my fish count. That's good. And this is going to give me a heck of a lot of points once I've got it going. So the dottyback can't go with... can't be housed with dottybacks, grammars, and antheas. Right, okay, and we can't go for anything that is light sensitive. So we could put some groupers in here. You like a cave, but you're not averse to a bit of light. We'll eat all fish with size 2 or less crustaceans. Alright, well. I'm going to bang 3 of them in there. 4 of those, yeah, in there. We're going to need some cave action. Which I've not really left... Oh, I have left room for. Stick that in there. Hold on. 2 of 1, and then it needs 8 of 16 as well. Alright, hang on. Pause. The disco mushrooms are hungry. Oh, crumbs. Yeah, alright, well I've got a lot of disco mushrooms in there. And you want some zooplankton. Fine. The other thing that is worth noting is nobody can get to it at the moment, but I'll resolve that presently. Let's delete this here and sling a staff door on there. Right there. Yep. Hold on, what was that? A floor arrow. Well, I'd stick a floor arrow in quite immediately if I felt that the punters were going to abide by it. Meanwhile, I want to move... Hello? Yeah, I want to move that one. Is there any way I can identify one particularly? The heat is dropping given the extra fish involved. I want to move one of them. Alright, well, which one are you? This is going to be a process of elimination, isn't it? Alright, yeah, next. Let's go to the last one. You know, I might get lucky. Nope, not getting lucky. This one? There would have been an easier way to do this, but I know it would have been to put the rocks in first. Come on, grab it. No, you're happy where you were. Which one are we up to? That one? Or is that the same one? No, it's not. No, okay. I just need to move this one here. Number 6. Nope. Evidently I had done that one before. That's the one you just did. Do this one. Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on. Give me that one. You're shuffling the order every time I pick one up. That is deeply inconvenient of you. Okay, now, obviously, it turns out that they are, of course, numbered, and therefore all I... Oh, no. Put that back. Thank you. That they're numbered, and therefore all I really needed to do was hover over them to find the right one. I do like to make things ever so slightly more difficult than they really need to be. Anyway, this is a good-looking tank. We do have a little bit of dead coral kind of issue going on. Hold on. Is it being eaten? Who's eating me coral? Don't eat a coral. That was expensive. Are these flaming groupers eating my expensive mushrooms? I really hope they're not. No, stop trying to move it around. Cancel that. There you go. Now, speak to me. Oh, the temperature's off again. Oh, for the... Oh, you flipping stupid flipping... How many heaters do you want? And your water quality's just gone absolutely to pot. And it's probably because I moved the tank. Oh. Knickers. There we go. Have some of that. Good. Okay, right. Well, most of the coral's dead now. Which is a shame. Before I've even opened it, I've killed half the coral. They need feeding some pink gubbins. That's fine. We've got pink gubbins. We can feed them that. But I think it's stabilised. What's the actual quality we've got going on? Right, it is now 148 out of 88, which is nice. And the protein skimming power's lovely. The water quality's very nice indeed. Let's let the punters in. There you go. Give me the points. And that's the large heater, finally. Right. Kill the walls off. That's it. There we go. Let them all... Look at that. Look at all the points coming in. I can now research just about anything as soon as I fancy it. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this first episode. We're going to stop by here for a couple of episodes just to give you a flavour of the game. So far, it's quite enjoyable. But I want a shark and a giant squid, and hopefully they'll get out of hand and eat the guests. Is that too much to? If that's too much to ask, then you know, well, then I guess it is. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Fling a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you find out how much more coral I kill next time around. I'll be back with you very soon. Thanks for watching. That'll do it. Cheerio!